Good morning. Welcome to Choices Podcast, our 79th show. This is the last show of the year because we're going to set off January 2026 with a bang. We're going to sort of change the uh, setup of our podcast by we're going to have a topic for each month. January, our first topic is going to be on recovery. So we're going to have speakers, which are the best speakers in the world, on recovery for the whole month of January. And we're excited about that. We're going to have some La Hacienda people, which is really cool. We're going to have Chris Raymer, which is like the coolest #1 AA spokesman in the state of Texas. Hopefully we'll have him and his brother. I have a special friendship with Chris. We've known each other for 30 years. We have worked on multiple cases together, and we've never met face to face. Is that not crazy? Ever. But he's the dog. We're going to have Marcia Stone come talk about mental illness. We're going to have a therapist, Rebecca Nelson, come talk about therapy, how to pick a good therapist, the pros and cons. So it will be a full month of recovery, learning about recovery, learning about how to get someone in recovery, where to put them, how to pick a good place, who do you call, what do you expect, and how do you participate in the process? And then we'll talk about aftercare. We're going to bring in Stephen Medley. Dog, he has got the coolest tattoos ever in the world, and he is a Red Raider. We're going to bring him in and talk about outpatient. And we're going to talk about aftercare. So after you have someone go to treatment for 30 days, where do you put them? How do you keep them involved? How do you participate yourself? And we'll have Medley come in and talk about all of that. And that will pretty much take up the month of January. That's just off the tip of my tongue. I mean, January is going to be a cool month. Then we'll have a topic for February. But tonight's show is the last show of 2025, and I want to make it fun. So everyone's stressed out here. Crazy people in the world, yes, can we admit it? But I want to talk about how to enter the holiday season in a healthy way, how to make the right choices, how to manage expectation levels for yourself, how to draw a boundary. What is a boundary? We're going to talk about it today. I'd like to start off first by saying a song lyric I get to pick. Carcass is on his way from Houston. He bought a heavy metal album collection, and he's on his way back. So he will not be on the show tonight. So I get to pick out the song, and I get to pick out somebody I really like and love, John Lennon. I mean, no, not John Lennon. I want to do Elton John because he's got the best song ever is Tiny Dancer. But he writes another song about choices, making better choices, and how to surround yourself and your community. That is Mona Lisa's and Mad Hatters. Is that not a crazy song, name for a song? Anyways, the chorus goes, while Mona Lisa's and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say, good morning to the night, for unless they see the sky, but they can't, and that is why they know not if it's dark outside or light. That was me, workaholic. That was me. And now I know Spanish Harlem are not just pretty words to say. I thought I knew, but now I know that rose trees never grow in New York City. Subway's no way to go for a good man to go down. Rich man can ride, and the hobo he can drown. And I thank the Lord for the people I have found. I thank the Lord for the people I have found. Is that not just two strong verses about the journey of life? It is. Elton John's a cool dude, man. You know, he teaches us how not to judge, you know, and he teaches just cool songs like Tiny Dancer. I mean, it's a song that if you listen to it, it's hard to figure out. But what it's about is the tiny dancer is that person that's in your head when you're driving down the road and you can't get them out of your head. It's like that person who sticks with you throughout life, who is always with you on your shoulder, in your head. And that's what the song's about. It's just beautiful. Now that you know what it's about, listen to it. Anyways, I want to go to the topic of our show tonight is how to approach the holiday season in a healthy way. Let me start by saying, uh, hold on one second. I got my. The holiday season's stressful for a lot of people. It's not for me. I have fun, but I have to journal through this time period because there's a lot going on. We're traveling, we're going to Virginia Beach. I go to my favorite Christmas Eve party in Virginia Beach, and we got invited yesterday, and I love the standings. They're cool people. They put on the great beach town Christmas Eve party at their house, and I get to say hi to all my friends at Virginia Beach and watch Sanka just have really a lot of fun with all of her friends. But a lot of people feel heavy guilt, heavy shame, heavy fear because of a loss of a family member or being around family when they're usually not around family. I mean, it's like amazing. What's the one time a year that you go and see your family? Christmas. Well, you know what? That's crazy. Because really, I would say 80% of the people out there, they go see their family only once, and that's during Christmas. And they really don't want to they really don't want to go. Seriously. If they had their choice, they wouldn't go. But I want you to journal how you feel before you go this year. Write 1 through 12 on a sheet of paper. Right. I feel guilty when I see my family. I feel angry when I see my family. I feel fear when I'm going to see my family. And then while you're writing, go up to the top on 1 through 10. And what 10 things do you need to do to manage your emotions? Work out, eat healthy, pray, listen to the morning devotions. Yes, I listen to morning devotion every morning. Shane and Shane in the morning. They're the dog, man. They're great. Um, Stay on my mature side of my brain, on the adult side of my brain. Don't let that little inner child of me going boom, 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 boom take over and help me make good choices over childish choices. Breathing exercises, pre-planned exit strategies if you need one. How to say no to somebody. Uh, Journal on how you need to say no to somebody. If they're asking you to go someplace and you don't want to go through the three-phase apology process. Number one, hey, I know you've invited me to go to the Cowboy game. Hey, you mean everything in the world to me, but I can't go because I've got other plans. Finally, you go, but you mean the world to me, and how can I make it up to you? That's the way you do the apology process. Make it simple. Um, really, if someone gives the apology process the way it should be given, you learn something from it and you never get mad at them. You're like, okay, I get it. Cool. I appreciate it. Appreciate you being honest. Um, Also for the holiday season, I want you to think about boundaries for yourself. Me and my dad, we were just, it was two bulls in a china closet, but I would always draw a boundary. A boundary is nothing more than drawing a circle around yourself at your feet, do a complete circle around your body. The good stays in and the bad stays out. That's a boundary. So how do you keep the good in and keep the bad out? Well, you keep the good in. So like if I went over to Christmas with my folks when they were living, I was just like look at my dad and go, okay. So what I would do to keep a healthy boundary, I would write it down and journal it. What I need to do to keep a healthy boundary. Stay surface level on conversation. What's that mean? Don't get in depth about your opinion or emotion or a political party. Don't do it. Keep the good in and the bad out. Don't engage. Keep it simple. Talk about the paint color on the walls, whatever, you know, pick up things and help around, but keep it superficial crap and not gut level. Oh, I love you when you don't. You know what I mean? Or if you do love somebody that much, my daughters thought I was in trouble yesterday. I was on an airplane, called, I text both of them, let them know how much I loved them and how proud of both of them I am. Are you okay? Are you all right? Yeah, I'm fine. I just want you to know I love you, man. That's the way to approach the holiday season. Keeping healthy boundaries. It is. If you got somebody in your life and you need to get them out of your life, get them out of your life, man. Don't keep asking for trouble. Don't let someone keep stomping on your heart when they don't deserve it. Get rid of them. Whatever you need to do to stay healthy, stay healthy. When you're eating food over the holidays, eat one plate and breathe. Let it sit. Me and my brother, man, I never get. First of all, when my mom would make fried chicken, we were from South Irving, so that was a treat. And that my mama put that chicken on a plate, put that plate in the middle of the table. She walked back off, get that gravy. And my brother looked at me and said, if you eat one of them drumsticks, I'm gonna whip you. That's the way it was at my house. It's funny. He was serious though, man. He loved his chicken. Be conscious of what's going on in your life. In self-defense, I've got 2 black belts. I'm a second-degree black belt in Aikido, and we talk about being in soft gaze awareness. That means stay conscious of what's going on around you. Do not walk down the street looking at your phone. One of my dear friends died that way. She walked right out in front of a van looking at her phone, and it whacked her, and she was dead. Stay conscious of what's going on. Put the phone down. It's going to be the death of us. Go to a movie and keep your phone turned off. Go see Wicked. I loved it. Great holiday thing to do with your family. I cried in both of them. The movie's about not being judgmental, and that makes me cry. Anyways, Big Tuffy here, and I second-degree black belt, and I was sitting there just borrowing a tissue from my daughter, crying. Be nice. Do not get in an argument with anybody over a holiday season. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, people. Let me tell you, if someone tells you that you have to get in an argument with somebody, they are wrong. They are wrong. You can communicate. My wife and I have been married 26 years. We've never raised our voice at each other. Both of our dads used to yell. Neither one of us can stand it when someone gets loud with us. So communicate your feelings in the holiday season without yelling at somebody. Communicate your feelings by being monotone or whatever you need to do, however you need to describe it. But be a good listener. Don't be the one doing all the talking. I love that book. You got the Bible, and then you got How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. In that book, he talks about communicating and how when you're communicating with somebody, they don't really care about what you have to say. It matters about what you're saying about them. That is so true. Exercise that tool over the holiday season this year. Pay attention. Ask questions based on the person you're talking to and not yourself. My wife told me one time, she goes, that's how you always get the conversation directed back at you. and look, she gave me a gift by telling me that, because really now I'm a good communicator because I really want to know about the other person. But if you drink safely, slow down, take an opportunity to rest this season. I rested over Thanksgiving, and it was so impactful. I feel really good going into this holiday season, and we just want you to make good choices through the holiday and share Choices Official podcast with people, saying that you've learned to make better choices by listening to our podcast. We're growing, and January 2026, we're going to have a real neat agenda for the whole year. So we want you to have fun, enjoy your holiday season, be the MVP of the vacation by intentionally having fun. So go for it, people. We love you, and thank you for listening, and have a great holiday. We'll be back with you the first Wednesday of January. I think it's January 2nd or 3rd. Anyways, that will be our first podcast on the topic of recovery. That means drug, alcohol, sex, and pornography. Anyways, thank you all, and have a great season. Love you. Bye-bye.